What's up guys, Shouri here, and today we're going to talk about the Suppressor. I'm doing this video because one of you asked me to, and I thought I had a cool scope, so I'd try it. What I didn't know is this would be one of the most versatile and actually good guns that I actually played with cuda in a long time, and I'm going to show you its weaknesses and its strengths, plus high scores on pretty much all game types. But one problem this gun does have is if you and them are moving and you're scoped, you won't register a lot of your bullets. But if you or them are standing still, you will do a ton of damage really quickly into their head. Or if you don't scope and you hip fire and you're at short to medium range, you will also hit a lot of your bullets. Just make sure that if you're both moving, you are not scoped, because for whatever reason, it won't register your shots. But I got tons of 4 and 5 at onces with this, and literally got some of the highest scores on all different game types in like literally one night. And I didn't even know this gun worked. So it does have a special ability. Every 6 shot, it will explode and hit everyone around it, similar to the Gecko Pants, to where it hits a radius even through objects and walls. And it will hit for double the normal damage, which the normal body shot is 400, so it hits everyone for about 800, and it will slow them all with frost damage. Luckily, if you are up close, you can end up hip firing, which makes this gun super accurate, and unlike something like a sunburst, you won't kill yourself with it. So it is a very good and versatile gun, and I really like it paired with this cuda. And I really like that I get to use a red dot scope because it's just a lot of fun. And don't worry, this next game, I get 5 at onces and stuff. Like, the whole entire thing's just crazy game after crazy game. Which doesn't even make sense, because I didn't think this gun was that good. But I noticed in a lot of these games, I was getting absurd amounts of points. More than just a normal one-shot cuda loadout would. I mean, 335 score is an insane amount of score, especially to only have 1 assist. So it really blew my mind, and that was not the only crazy score. So for some of you who are asking, what is a good AR to use if you're going to play TDM, since something like a Sunburst isn't the best? Well, this is actually a pretty good option, believe it or not. It does feel a little weird and feels like you're not registering your shots, especially if, like me, you're used to strafing. The biggest reason for that is if you're scoped in and you and them are strafing, your shots aren't going to register that well. But as long as one of you are not moving, you can scope and hit a lot of your shots. And then as long as you are hip fired and in medium range, you hit pretty much all of your shots. I'm not 100% sure why this is, but I was really glad to find out how to finally make this gun work, and apparently it is either stand still and scope or hip fire. And as you can see there, it really does work great in that medium range, especially when paired with something like a Barracuda, because it can get you those kills in that range that the cuda has less damage, and you can just run up there and then do your one-shot cuda as long as you have the right perks. I'll have a link in the description showing you a video that will show you the perks and gear you need to one-shot Barracuda, and this right here is a great companion to that. And without this gun, I don't think I would have ended up winning this game, and oh my god, was this a nerve-wracking game. This was one of the first games I had played with this combo, and I didn't actually know it was good at this point. So I thought that this was my chance to show me doing awesome, and I can't ruin it by not doing great and winning, right? So I didn't think I would ever get another 4 or 5 at once again with this gun at this point during this game, so the pressure was on. But I found out later that, oh, this gun's just insane and works really good with this combo, especially in like the close to medium range. I didn't really realize exactly how to use it just yet because I'm still scoping, not understanding that in that medium range you really want to be doing hip fires mostly. So if you see me missing some of these shots or they're not registering, that's why. And if you've tried this gun and it isn't registering and you didn't like it, like I didn't like it for the longest time, this is why it wasn't registering for you. You can't scope it and strafe like a normal gun. I really wish that they would have told us that. GOB's really bad about actually telling us how any of these guns work. But luckily, we did figure it out, and that's all that really matters. So we are going to push up, and it is really fun to use this gun on maps like this, especially in that B hill, and just going for the one-shot cudas on their spawn. And this gun is just really good at the hip fire when they get up close, and you know they're mad getting just up close hip fired with a suppressor, and then you're just getting multi-kill after multi-kill and winning a game on them. It's just the best feeling. And this one is just going down to the wire, just crazy games, because if I die, I don't trust my team to actually be able to stay alive long enough to win. Luckily, my teammates do go crazy, and we all come out. Team shot, go ahead, get that multi-kill to win the game, which is just so cool that you can use this on so many different maps and game types. That is what I love about this gun and what makes it so unique when paired with a one-shot cuda combo. Because while most guns are really strong on some maps and really weak on others, this gun is so versatile that it is really good on all types of maps. While Wasp may be better on Island Ruins than it would be on Paradise Island, this gun can be good on both. On an Island Ruins, you would just hip fire and do a lot of damage in the short to medium range accurately. And on a Paradise Island, you would be able to use the suppressor scoped in while standing still to do good long range damage. It's almost an AR version of what the Orion is to shotguns, where it plays the natural role that you're used to and then an enhanced scope version. It is similar to the Orion as well, as you have to take a lot of time to get used to it. Since it isn't really like very many other guns, you don't have much reference with your muscle memory to use with it, so it does take time to get used to it. But as you can see by all of these games and my unbelievably high scores on pretty much every game type, it does pair super well with cuda on pretty much every map and every game type, which is just absolutely insane. Right here, I should have been just going ahead and hip firing, but I didn't really get used to this yet because I just figured out how to use it like the same day that I filmed all of these things. Because I didn't think this was a very good gun, to be honest with you. I just really like the Odin scope and the Cyclops' scope, so of course I like this scope as well. I didn't expect the gun itself to be very good. So again, thank you so much for suggesting me to make this video, and I'm really glad I was just trying to be nice and show you guys how to use a gun that kind of sucks because it's fun. But it ends up, no, this gun's actually pretty good. It's kind of crazy. I'm honestly a fan. And let me know if you guys want more of these kind of videos. I am going to probably be doing Orion next. And somebody asked me to do an Odin video as well. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. And I'll do them if I can. Also, I might be able to stream using Omelet on my phone without having my actual setup done. I won't be able to have a camera and stuff just yet. That'll have to wait till next week. But if you guys want me to stream within the next day or two, I can try with Omelet and see how that goes on my phone. And if you want, we might be able to get like an hour or two in and maybe do some custom game 4v4s and just have a good time. It's been a really long time and I miss streaming and hanging out with you guys. So let me know if you guys would rather just wait until I can get all my stuff set up properly next week, or if you want to try a more bootleg version and see what we can get going and do it a little earlier. I'm happy to do whichever you guys want because honestly, it's a lot of fun. If you need to know what perks and gear you need to use to do a one-shot cuda, I will have a link in the description that will show you a video that has the perks and everything explained within the video. I only do it once every how many ever videos because it takes like 4 minutes to explain really well, and I mean, there's no reason to put that in every video when I can just link it down below. But it is a lot of fun to be just going out sniping everybody with one-shot cuda. I definitely recommend, if you have Barracuda, go ahead, get used to doing quick scopes to where you just go ahead, let the thing start to spin, you scope in, and snap it over their head. It is a lot of fun. It does take a lot of time to get used to, but once you get used to sweep sniping, it is a lot easier than it looks, and you can just do so much with this. It makes so many different weapons good, and it is just a lot of fun. If you aren't good with the Barracuda or you don't want to use it, you can use things like an icebreaker, and I'm sure there's other snipers as well. This one is just the one I like to use the most, and honestly, it just makes for the coolest clips. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps. Let me know if you guys want me to stream or not this week, and then we'll do with the full cam and everything next week. Or we can just start next week and watch Opal playing in the snow. Did I ever tell you Opal's cute? I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much to my channel members and people who have donated. I really appreciate you guys. If you would like to support in other ways, just hit subscribe and a thumbs up. It's all I ask, and I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day, guys.